Hey everyone, Jonathan Blackwood here from Commercial Integrator. We just had James Meredith of WyreStorm over on our program to talk about all kinds of things in the commercial market, but WyreStorm does a ton on the residential side as well, so we wanted to make sure we didn't let him get away without asking him some questions for the CE Pro audience as well. So James Meredith of WyreStorm, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me again, Jonathan. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's great to have you. And the first question is something that I know a lot of the residential integrators want to know. What is happening with HDMI 2.1?
Right, yeah, absolutely. It's new technologies. We love them in this industry. Everyone's here because we love the technology we work with. And HDMI 2.1 is another huge update for HDMI. We're still right at the beginning of the HDMI 2.1 journey. We've really only had this year the displays and now the sort of games consoles that take advantage of that technology. But WyreStorm knows that our customers are going to need means to distribute that signal more than the 3 to tops 5 meters that you could possibly get over a copper cable. So we had ready for the launch of the new PlayStation and Xbox our FRL active optical cables for HDMI 2.1, and that enabled people to send up to 15 meters the HDMI 2.1 signal. And you're dealing with a huge amount of data now. It's up to 48 gigabits per second of data that we're sending down those cables. So we're looking into more technologies. We're waiting for the silicon to come out so that we can support it over category cable. But we've got really big plans for elements of HDMI 2.1 within other products that we're doing as well. Perhaps not every single feature of HDMI 2.1 yet, but as those technologies become available, we'll always be right at the forefront of people releasing those products.
In the same vein, everyone's been talking about eARC. What is WyreStorm doing here?
Oh yes, yeah. So we've supported eARC on a matrix for a long time. This year, I think more than ever, probably a trend that started last year, but is really important this year. Is the eARC, the Enhanced Audio Return Channel. So a lot of our matrix products are HD-based T extenders. Our active fiber cables that I just mentioned have supported eARC for a long time, and we've seen a lot of people using those. This year, more than ever, almost every screen has got the smart features where people are watching content streamed with the Dolby Atmos sound, and they want to be able to get that back to their AV receivers in the cupboard. And again, we've got the ability to do that on our active fiber cables, the new HDMI 2.1 fiber cables. But the product I'm really excited about, one we've had in development for quite a long time now, is the eARC extender set. So this is going to be a 100 meter over category cable extender set, which is going to give people the ability to finally get that completely uncompressed audio content back to the AV receiver, but over category cable. And I think that's going to be one of the very first products on the market that's going to do that. And we've been able to do that by utilizing some of the technology that we developed along with the SDVOE in our AV over IP products. So it's going to be a really great hybrid of the technologies there that comes at a price point as well below what people have traditionally thought of SDVOE products. So we'll be launching that very, very soon, and a lot of people will be very excited to see that. I've had a lot of requests personally for those products, and I know that there'll be a lot of people looking for them.
The last thing I wanted to ask you about was home offices. They've really evolved in the past year and likely will continue to evolve as a lot of offices move to hybrid models. Where does WyreStorm fit into the home office?
Sure. So definitely, this time last year, we were just starting to have integrators begin talking to us about AV systems for home offices. And this was not something that maybe 1 or 2 a year, but it certainly wasn't a common experience to have integrators saying, right, I'm doing a project, it's a home office, and I need to have, multiple displays in an office, or I need to have high quality unified communications for a home office. So WyreStorm launched a range of switches a year ago, which are being utilized for people who need to get multiple sources to multiple displays in the home office. We also have our Unified Communications VC kit product, which is a very, very high quality camera and microphone system. But we saw more potential for that, and we see still more growth to come from this in the future as well. So we're going to be launching a range of products called WyreStorm Office, and those are going to include unified communication products. We're going to have everything from camera and microphone systems to individual Bluetooth microphone solutions, very, very high quality, rechargeable, so they're portable as well, so people could take them out and about or just use them at home, as well as a range of WyreStorm webcams. So really expanding our portfolio, but using the technologies that we've developed for the commercial spaces and bringing them to a line that is dedicated to the home office and to the customers that will work in those spaces. So I think a huge growth opportunity for our AV integrators, and it's amazing that from what has been a very difficult experience for many people during the pandemic, these opportunities appear for AV integrators, and I think WyreStorm's well placed to help them capitalize on that.
Absolutely. And for any integrators that are looking for some help from WyreStorm to capitalize on these opportunities and more, how can anyone watching right now learn more about the company?
So our social media channels, wherever you are, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn is a great source. But WyreStorm.com has all of the information there. But the social media channels are great to see what's new and get updates on what we post and what we're releasing as and when it happens. So yeah, please sign up there.
Yeah, I encourage everyone to sign up, follow along, check out the website, learn more about what this company is doing, because they're doing some really impressive stuff on the commercial side and on the residential side. So James Meredith of WyreStorm, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Jonathan. Thanks everyone for watching. Thank you.